Hotep, Black Power. As always, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. My sister, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul, other street law soldiers, my father, my in-laws, and all of the ancestors, subscribers, supporters, and family that are fighting for the liberation and salvation of our black nation. I probably have a few things for you today, but let me just start off with somebody that you may not even be familiar with. Sister named Mariam Carey. Now, a lot of y'all probably don't know, or you got the wrong impression of who she was. Now, this young sister comes from Connecticut. She works at she's a accountant, bringing in 6 to 7 figures a year in Connecticut. But she happened to run into your man, Barack Obama. Barack Obama gets this young sister pregnant. She has a daughter. She does everything she can just to get him to see his daughter. He didn't want to break up. She didn't want to break the marriage up between him and Michelle. She didn't want to do any of that. She just wanted some acknowledgement and possibly a little support from time to time, undercover. But he continued to ignore her, and that was just fuel to the fire. More fuel to the fire, which led to this sister driving from Connecticut to DC. Although it was an irrational, she was not thinking rationally, acting on impulse, and drove down to the White House gate, which ultimately led, to her being murdered. Her car being destroyed. And this is the part that gets me. She was shot in the head 15 times while she had that newborn baby in the car seat, in the car. And this just shows white supremacy, especially when they get the green light from a black person that's in power. And that's what Obama ordered, for that woman to be murdered. Because there is, and then how did she get to Connecticut? How did she get to DC? There are no records of her in any of the gas stations that's en route from Hartford to DC. No records of her stopping for gas, which is impossible. The only thing you can drive from Connecticut to DC without refueling is probably an airplane. So, how did she get to DC? Why was she shot and murdered and overkill? To ensure that she doesn't open her mouth? And right after this incident took place, this is the expression this nigga had on his face. Word to death. Word to death. Because you could have avoided that sister being murdered like that. She was slaughtered and overkill. Now that baby doesn't have a mother. Based on the fact, of your sneakiness and your selfishness. I don't understand that. I really don't. And the thing that I dislike is that the media, as well as Google and all these other systems, do not show, they block out the face of the baby. And why is that? You know, answer that. You know, they didn't want that baby's face to be shown. You know, but I managed to get a picture of the baby. You know, and I must say, there are some features of the nigga Obama in that child, because she's dark skinned. Number one. You know, but why not just take care of the child? Send a check, you know, every month or something, without anybody knowing it. Then you can break the news to your wife when everything is situated. No, but you want it. Your cake and eat it too, at the price of murdering that young woman. Took her life away from her. And her mother knows this. Her mother knows this, but they've been ordered to keep their mouths shut if they want to live. And I know that makes plenty of sense to you. I know it's clear to you. That this sister, and you can tell, you know, she has some of the same features and qualities that Barack Obama likes in a woman. You know, dark skin with, you know, bright smile, bright eyes, and, you know, long permed hair. That's right up his alley. And it's not hard for me, you know, to believe that he is the father of that child. I don't care what any of you say. You know, to murder that baby, to murder that woman like that in cold blood, in the head 15 times. The family was not allowed to view the body at the morgue. No pictures, no photos, or anything. Body was shipped back to New York, I believe. It was shipped to New York and closed casket, because there was no way that she could be viewed with 15 holes in her head. And see, this is the nigga right here. You know, and you know, that's gonna be on your conscience, because you didn't have to order a hit on that young sister like that. And this is what I tell you all. See, a lot of y'all don't believe this shit, because y'all are so under the hypnosis of this fucking mulatto pump that he can do no wrong. That this motherfucker walks on water. Let some of you motherfuckers tell it. But I know what he did walk on. He walked all over black people. You know, so the family of Mariam Carey just stuck together, and they just, you know, had to deal with it. You know, there's been no book deal. Nobody's opened their mouth. None of that. You haven't heard anything about it, because they have been ordered to shut up, or somebody's going to lay down if they open their mouth. No book deal, no autobiography or anything. And so, you know, Sister Mariam Carey, who was a gorgeous queen, you know, gorgeous queen that I believe had, you know, a great career, great future ahead of her. She had a pretty young daughter, but an irrational act, which the level of irrational thinking could have been avoid and extinguish had this nigga Obama stepped up and just gave her a call and said, just hold on, I'm gonna get with you. He ignored every call, and then when he found out she was coming down, he ordered the hit. Because no one gets shot 15 times in the head for going to the White House gate. You know, the white bitch wasn't even, she was just apprehended. Going up the Capitol steps and all this crazy shit with bombs. See, these crackers, they're just apprehended, tackled, and all that bullshit. But when it comes to us, we are brutally murdered. But let's not forget about Mariam Carey and her daughter, whoever she may be, whoever's her guardian that's raising her. You know, may the Creator and the ancestors continue to bless you and guide you. Now, excuse me. This Kim Kardashian shit about her wanting to dibble and dabble into politics, specifically prison reform. Now all of a sudden, she wants to get this sister here, 63 years old, Alice Marie Johnson, who was serving a life prison sentence. And Kim Kardashian wants to have her sentence exonerated and have her paroled or released. But once again, when it comes to the Kardashians, whenever they do something, it's two other things that's going on with them. So I'm not buying this shit. You all of a sudden jump out of nowhere to somebody that you don't even know, that was picked by probably your publicist or someone of that nature, who told you that this would be a good story. This will help you. You know, you can win back your followers and all of this shit if you do something this major as to get this elder released. See, they're not stupid. These Kardashians, these hoes think 24 hours a day. You know, so I don't buy it. Even if she gets the sister released, it's based on the fact that it's a Kardashian move. It has nothing to do with justice. Of course I want her, the elder, to come home. Of course I do. But let's not look at it like, you know, justice has had a change of heart and is doing the right thing. This is all about publicity. You know, to prevent from fading out. They take drastic measures. These hoes in Hollywood take drastic measures to keep from growing old and falling out. And so not be relevant anymore. And they're willing to do anything. So don't buy it. Rosranne the Bear and George Zimmerman. Now, I did something on Rosranne. When was that? Maybe a couple of days ago. So, every time you turn the channel, they're showing Rosranne. See, and at the same time that they're supposed to be condemning her, this bitch, this fat pig bitch, is getting publicity. She's getting notoriety. See, you have to understand the tricks of the media. This is a motherfucking stunt. If they play this shit over and over and over again, and now you got the conservative crackers saying that, they standing behind her. And now next thing is gonna be Rosranne t-shirts and all. See, you gotta look at the dynamics and the motherfucking games that this white media, MEDIA, maniac, evil, devils in action, multi-ethnic destruction in America. You have to look at the evil shit, how the media twists this shit up. Every time you take a piss, they talking about Rosranne. Rosranne, what Rosranne say? ABC, and but at the same time, and I never got down with this show with the bunch of goddamn inbred, funky, shitty drawers wearing hillbillies, that have a trailer park attitude. These jelly sandwich eating Neanderthal motherfucking dogs that, skyrocketed, in the Nielsen ratings. They were up at the top of the charts. And that shows the white America, what they really like. They like that down home, knuckle busting, motherfucking, beer drinking, turn over the trailer type motherfucking crackers. That inbred shit. All that, incest and all that. That's my third cousin from Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy got Ann pregnant, and they got a little heifer. And Big Bob, he's fucking awesome, man. He works on all the fucking cars in the trailer park, man. Somebody fix him a jelly sandwich and get him a cold fucking beer, man. Let's walk to the fucking ice cream truck, man. See if they take food stamps. We're the white niggers and all, all that dumbass, that hillbilly inbred bullshit. Everybody's overweight, everybody's obese. Nobody has no fucking education. All they talk about is doing something at the end of the week. They never look ahead for shit. These TV dinner eating motherfucking crackers. And people love that bullshit to the point where Rosranne became a star, and she probably ate the girls that played her daughters on the show. She probably ate the linings out their ass, because she was eating everything up in Hollywood at one time during the 80s and 90s. She was one of the top carpet munchers in Hollywood. So you have to look at all of this shit, all of these dynamics, and how did this go about? How did it come about? What's going to be behind it? Because she's getting more notoriety and publicity than she did when she was on the show. Wake up, y'all. Every time that shit come on TV, turn the channel. Turn the channel. With this, decayed, wore out, spiderweb vagina, mountain cave bitch. Now ABC was talking about they were going to, they dropped her. But see, this is the reason. Like I told y'all, the reason why ABC dropped her is because they didn't want people to stop watching ABC, period. Not just the Rosranne show. So they got her out the way, but at the same time, she's getting more publicity. Every time you turn around, they're talking about this Rosranne shit. About this Planet Apes. These are all the products. The ABC sponsors: Kraft, Procter & Gamble, General Mills, Nestle, Pepsi Cola, all of those programs, all of those products that ABC sponsors. See, and they were in fear of losing on a ton of money. But the way that they came back was, let's keep pumping this Rosranne shit. And, this fat bitch blamed it on Ambien. The pharmaceutical company. So Ambien, the manufacturers of Ambien responded saying, racism is not a side effect of Ambien. So bitch, you on your own. You can't blame the Ambien. Because she looking for all types of ways. Don't feel sorry for me. I did this and I'm willing to take my licks and all this. For real, you're not. You're not. You're not. And now that you it's been out that you eating them Ambiens like goddamn Reese's Pieces, and don't know if you fucking coming or going, it's still not an excuse. We just know that you a motherfucking junkie. A fat trailer park junkie. Like you ain't nothing but a female, older version of Eminem. Now, this motherfucking white dog, this ice ape, this snow monkey, this non-melanated Neanderthal, knucklehead motherfucking cracker who murdered Trayvon Martin. And I'm gonna tell y'all about that too. I'm gonna do a story. I did it once in my newspaper, but I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna show y'all what really happened in that Trayvon Martin case, because he was sacrificed by his parents. But I'm gonna show y'all, because I can't. If I tell you without showing you the proof, you won't believe it. Some of my subscribers would, because they know I do the research and bring y'all the truth. But the majority of you, no. If I was white, anything I say you'd believe. But I'm going to show y'all how he was sacrificed. Now, George Zimmerman is back in court for let me just go back one. Now, this devil is in court for calling an agent, threatening an agent, an investigator, a private investigator that was going around getting information and interviewing people because they're trying to make a movie and documentary about Trayvon Martin. So George Zimmerman's family were interviewed. So he got pissed about that. This goddamn demon got mad and threatened the brother, saying that he would he's gonna make him alligator bait. Now, for those who don't know what alligator bait is, during the days of slavery and post-slavery, what they did to attract and capture those 800, 900 bull alligators was that what they used to use as bait were our children, black babies. Our ancestors were used as alligator. They called it gator bait. They would steal the babies off plantations and out of people's houses during the middle of the night. And they take these babies and put them in these chicken coop type cages in the swamp and tie a rope around them and throw them in the water. And while the babies are kicking, screaming, and crying, that will get the attention of the bull alligator, and he will swallow the baby, and they will capture the alligator for the sake of making belts, purses, shoes, and alligator meat. So he know what the fuck he was talking about when he said he was gonna make gator bait out of the brother. And see, this is stain the globe. This is soap that they used to sell. This is the front cover, the package of the soap with the black baby with the alligator behind her. Now, what it says that as gator bait is the practice of using little black children as bait to catch alligators, done during slave times in Florida and Louisiana and other parts of the American South. These are babies that were used. They were chewed up and swallowed by the bull alligators. These particular babies that you see in this photo. As you can see, let me see if I can. Hope you can see it a little better now. But that's the gator bait that they used to use. Those children were actual alligator bait in the swamps. And this is a pencil with a pencil holder. The pencil holder is the alligator. The tip of the pencil is a black baby. Now, can you imagine watching a bull alligator swallow an infant child that's screaming and hollering, chew the baby up? And that's a bull alligator. That's about a 720-pound bull alligator. Can you imagine seeing a baby? Or what if it was your baby or grandbaby or infant baby that was thrown in the water and this bull alligator swallowed it? And you could watch the alligator in the air with that baby in his mouth, chewing that baby up, breaking every bone, crushing every bone in the body of the baby. I just don't understand, man. Now, George Zimmerman also went to court to claim that he is $2.5 million in debt. This photo here was taken right after after he killed Trayvon Martin. He became a millionaire. All white America gave him millions of dollars in the name for his so-called defense. Here he is in his pool with a cigar in his mouth, a fucking stogie, after he murdered Trayvon Martin. This is Trayvon Martin laying on the ground where he laid for hours. Hours. After this motherfucking cracker took that boy's life. This white, racist motherfucking devil. Then you niggas be talking about, racism, and it doesn't exist no more, and we need to learn to get along and all this bullshit. Go along to get along. All whites ain't that bad and all that shit. The fuck out of here. You think I'm gonna sit around and pick to find out which cracker is good? Got me fucked up. When I watched this brother sit here, while rigor mortis was setting into his body, they stand over top of him drinking coffee and Red Bulls and all this shit, smoking cigarettes, eating goddamn donuts and all this type of shit while this brother laid here. And George Zimmerman had a couple of self-inflicted motherfucking scratches on the back of his goddamn head. Because he's a punk. He couldn't even fight the young boy. He couldn't even fight the... He's that scared of black people. He's that scared of the black male. But I tell you this, get convicted on this shit coming up, this threatening. Get convicted on this. And see what happened to your motherfucking ass. Especially if you come up north to somewhere like DC or Virginia. But I'm mad at all the black men that have access to get to them. All of you are scared. All of you are scared. And you got 1,000 excuses, not to touch him. Not to touch George Zimmerman. Well, the feds washing him and shit, when that'd be dumb as a motherfucker go and then the feds lock you up and I'm a soldier, but goddamn. No, you not. No, you not. Straight goddamn coward. The real soldier don't give a fuck who's watching. Cause in the name of liberation, motherfucker, here we go. Time to lay down. Take the goddamn dirt nap. You laid one of ours down, we should lay 3 of y'all's down. But we don't do that. But we'll lay 3 of, you lay 3 of your cousins down. 3 of your brother's friends. That's Brother Trayvon right there. Tongue hanging out. Eyes wide open. Shot dead like a goddamn dog in the street. That's why, man, we gotta start putting some motherfucking work in, man. It's just that simple. You gotta stop playing these motherfucking games, and start getting back in our grind where we don't take nothing from nobody. No shorts from nobody. You touch one of ours, we coming. Real simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. No excuses. No motherfucking passes. This is how the fuck it's supposed to be. All this goddamn marching. We create another goddamn organization every time somebody gets killed. That shit has to stop. That's nothing but cowardness, and everybody all in different countries look at the black man here like they're goddamn cowards. Because we got this motherfucking cracker, leading the charge. Leading the motherfucking charge. And give me a second. And let me tell you something about this motherfucker. He is a real motherfucking Klansman. I'm not talking about just in his words or anything. He is a real blood Klansman. But I'm not mad at the fact that he's a true-blooded Klansman. I'm mad at the fact that we don't respond. We supposed to go on his ass. We supposed to pop his ass every time he come out his mouth fucked up. Every time he says or done the wrong thing. We supposed to tear his ass up. But he knows that we're not going to do nothing. He'll give us 2 hours to sing and march and get Sharpton and Al and Jesse. The fucking new millennium minstrel show. Al and Jesse locking arms like they get married. This peach fuzz wig wearing motherfucking devil, he's not a threat. You should be glad that he's acting like he's acting to let you know the mindset of America right now. Because Rosranne and George Zimmerman, they wouldn't be doing this shit today if it weren't for Trump. If it weren't for Trump. And don't get it twisted. He been doing this shit a long time. His parents were Klansmen. He been doing it. He been banging on niggas for a minute. It's time for us to bang on the cracker, man. Time for us to stop playing, man. Acting like cold-blooded suckers, man. But we can bang, 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 bang. When it comes to each other. Comes that goddamn cracker. You can hear a roach piss on toilet paper. Oh, man. Hey, man. You know, the white man, you know, if you kill a white motherfucker, you know, you going to jail. You know, that's why I ain't say nothing to that motherfucking police. You know, then you talk all that gangster shit to each other. Yeah, nigga, come on out. Nigga, I'm gonna lay your ass down. Nigga, I'm gonna put some holes in your ass. You know, but then when the police got you up against the car with your legs spread and your butthole, your hemorrhoids hanging out, because your pants ain't pulled up. You got them filthy motherfucking drawers on with shit stains on them. Your legs spread on the car, head down. And everything he had. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I live right there. You know, sir, I wasn't doing anything, sir. I was just, you know, going to the store. Supposed to be picking up some bread for mother, and you know, now your whole vocabulary done changed. Get a loaf of bread for mother. Yes, sir, officer. Yes, I have ID, sir. Yes, sir. You know, then when you get home, you don't say mother to your mother. Hey, Regina, I got the motherfucking bread, yo. You know, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Now, let me tell you something. Bill Cosby got convicted. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't really fuck with Bill Cosby. Don't really fuck with him. You know, I just, you know, injustice to anybody melanated is a violation to everybody that's melanated. But some of us, we don't, you know, we can't stand with some of them. Some of them have sold us out over and over. And Bill Cosby has said some nasty shit about black people in the past. And then he wants to go fuck around on Camille, that beautiful black queen, to fuck with these tranny looking, you know, these motherfucking double neck acorn head bitches that look like men. They look like motherfucking men. One bitch look like a G.I. Joe toy, man. A snap-on bitch. You know. You know, and now you want the black community, you know, to have your back. I tell you this, when you get to where you going, you better get with a shot caller. Cause you're gonna pay for protection. You know, and that's just how it is. And you should for the shit you said about black people. You know, and now they getting another motherfucker that said he wasn't American, he wasn't black or white. You know, this Saint Bernard looking motherfucker, Morgan Freeman. You know, he is a real motherfucking buck dancing coon. You know, this turtle skin face ass, you know, ex-slave looking motherfucker, charming ass nigga who been charming all his motherfucking life, all his life. Never done anything for black people. Never stood up for black people. And then now you want to, now the white man is showing you that you black and that you a nigga. Now you want to come running home with your tail tucked between your motherfucking legs. Can y'all please help me? You scruffle face motherfucker. We should let you just suffer for a little while. And right now, as far as I'm concerned, you in discussion. You in motherfucking discussion. So the black community can decide whether they're gonna fuck with you or not. Even in that Shawshank Redemption. You looked out the white motherfucker before you looked out for yourself. You wanted to stay with that boy so bad, you went to the parole hearing and said, fuck y'all, do what y'all gotta do. That's why they let your ass go. To separate you from that goddamn cracker. Cause you act like you couldn't get away. You act like you couldn't live without that motherfucker. See, a lot of y'all don't pick up on that shit. Y'all look at all the drama and the action and the emotion of the motherfucking movie. I look at the stunts. I look at every little thing. You know. And this crackhead version of Famous Amos, Morgan Freeman, needs to, learn a lesson. And I'm gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. So in closing, once again, as always, I hope y'all got enough. Hope y'all got some information. Sometimes I look back on my videos and wish I had said certain things a certain way, because I'm my harshest critic. And I'm just working on getting better, y'all. Getting better and getting better each day. Hopefully, everything be done to the satisfaction of my subscribers. But I also want the literate person out of the group to be able to, if you can't understand what's being said, at least look at the actions of what's being done. Shout out to all my comrades, past and present, those who are in the ancestral realm, those that are still here, behind enemy lines, on the battlefield, in these concentration camps, those that are fighting to stay alive, fighting for the liberation and salvation of the black nation, fighting to be a father, fighting to be a good husband, fighting to be a son, fighting to get off parole, fighting to get off probation, fighting not to get in a fight. Hotel, Black Power.